Zach Wheeler.
Well, that 12-6 curveball explodes out of the hand, and because he's able to throw the high fastball at the top of the strike zone for a strike, hitters commit to that pitch, and before they know it, they're swinging over the top of that curveball.
This is Willie Castro. And the sweeper is off the plate. And the 1-0. And another ball.
I mean, that's perfect location right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
Strike two. On the ground right side. Stop. In plenty of time to first. One out in the top of the first. And now we take a peek at the Twins lineup. With an excellent arm on the mound, Singy, this won't be easy. They'll need to take advantage of the opportunities that they do have.
You're right about that, Boog. Odds are they won't have many chances against this guy, but if they can rattle him out of the gates, they'll have a shot. If not, look out. It might be a long day for this offense.
That one to first, and that's just foul. One down, base is empty. Swinging a foul out of play. Cut out and miss, struck him out. And there are two down.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Here's Trevor Larnach. In there at the knees. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
No ball, 2 strikes.
And misses inside.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still fires to first. And the Twins go 1-2-3. Twins retired in short order. And now it's the Phillies' turn. No score. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back at Citizens Bank Park, and towing the slab, Pablo Lopez.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Bottom of the first. And now for the Phillies, Kyle Schwarber. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Here's someone, historically speaking, that prefers day games over night games, so I'm excited to see what he does in this one.
And that's way high. And that's ball 1.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Chop to first. And he handles it himself for the out.
Batting second.
And let's take a look
Shortstop,
at the
Trey
lineup.
Turner.
And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
Trey Turner now. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average. But one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Ball one there. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
And the righty deals. That one ripped. Buxton going back to the warning track, makes the catch.
That's just a really nice catch
Batting
on the
third.
run right there. He
Third
saved
baseman,
extra bases for
Bryce
sure. If the pitcher's his
Harper.
friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Bryce Harper, the next to hit, takes ball one.
That's a good miss off the inside part of the plate. You'd much rather miss there than out over the plate where this guy can do some real damage.
Right through there for a strike. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. 2 outs, base is empty. Out to center. Buxton moves under it. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. Scoreless after 1. Back here in Philadelphia, second inning set to go. Now the Minnesota cleanup hitter, Byron Buxton. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Now you see even sluggers from time to time try and use the bunt really as a way to beat the shift. Fly ball down the line. He's got it. 1 down.
Batting fifth, right fielder
Matt Wallner, the next twin up to hit. Wheeler measures 6 feet 4 inches. 34-year-old vet, and he was awarded a Gold Glove in 2023. A little bit low.
Counts 1-0.
And a base hit up the middle. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't
96,
feel
third
any
baseman,
vibration in your
Royce
hands
Lewis.
whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down.
Here's Royce Lewis. Fair ball. Throw into third. Lead runner holds at third. So 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out.
Everything
Batting
came
seventh,
together
first
perfectly
baseman,
for him right there.
France.
Turned on it nicely. Definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to keep it fair down the line.
So 2 in scoring position with 1 out. Ty France will hit next. Golden opportunity right here. Swing and a ground ball. Stop. Throws to first in time.
Batting eighth, second baseman Brooks Lee.
Brooks Lee, the next twin up to hit.
It's early, but these at-bats can impact a game just as much as they do later. Here's a chance to set the tone early for your team.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. And there's the strike.
All you got to do is concentrate and execute this next pitch. Get yourself out of the jam, back into the dugout.
Two outs. That one the other way. Turner with the throw to first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Twins 1 and the Phillies nothing. Back here in Philadelphia, stepping in, Nick Castellanos.
Right fielder, Nick Castellanos.
Lopez back to work. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Reaching for it and brings it in.
Batting fifth, third baseman, Alec Bohm.
And here comes Alec Bohm. Just missed. Next pitch is outside. Ricky Holiday, our umpire behind the dish, known as pretty fair umpire for both hitters and pitchers.
Yeah, I think that's right, Boog. There is a little inconsistency on the corners of the plate. You can't always be sure how it's going to go with those borderline pitches as the game progresses.
That misses the zone, and it's 3-0. One out, base is empty. And he walked him. And that's their first base runner of the game.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
Left fielder,
Max Kepler at the plate.
Kepler.
And that's off the inside edge. And it's 1-0. Kepler swings and drives one deep to right. That one's carrying. See you later. He'll circle the bases, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 2-1.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. This pitcher's velocity, a changeup is really a break for a hitter. He got a BP fastball, didn't move a whole lot, and he absolutely tattooed it.
It'll bring up JT Realmuto. And that's in for a strike. Still only one out here in the inning. And it's fouled away. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Some high cheese for strike 3.
Just overmatched on that
Batting
fastball
eighth,
right there. It
second
wasn't like he was set up for it by
baseman,
something off
Bryson
speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
This is Bryson Stott. And first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in at bottom half of inning number 2. Pitch
1 ball,
misses.
2
Now
strikes.
1-2. And Pablo Lopez will deliver. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. But the Phils get 2 on this blast. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. Back here, Citizens
Leading
Bank
off
Park.
for Minnesota,
Ryan Jeffers at the
catcher
plate.
Ryan Jeffers.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Just missed. And that's in for a strike. Next offering is foul back. Fights that one away. Still 1-2.
Pitcher having a pretty tough time getting that swing and miss. 3rd foul ball in a row.
Here's a 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Just
Nope,
off
that's
the
off the plate.
outside
Ball 2.
edge. And the count is 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Got him looking. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
Absolutely dotted the edge of the zone right there. That was a tough battle, man. So to make a really quality pitch and just catch him looking like that, it's got to feel good out there on the mound. That was some fun at bat to watch.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Twins lineup. And next is the designated hitter, Willie Castro. Swings through that.
0-1.
One down, base is empty. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. That
That's a
one
ball.
way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Next pitch
Yep,
is
that ball went out.
outside.
Still just the 2nd batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
Here's a 2-2. And downstairs. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. And there's ball four. That's a great at-bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Here's Carlos Correa. Saying, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Yeah, that's fouled off.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike two. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Castro, the runner at first, with one gone in the inning. In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there. Liner caught it second.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know he didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
So two down now, and here is Trevor Larnach. Grounded out his first time. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to.
Runner on the go. There's a ball. Real Muto throws, not in time. It's a stolen base. Runner at second, two down. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Spin rate's outstanding on that high fastball. Really tough to hit.
And the next pitch is way outside. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Ground ball to Bohm. Bohm throws out to first. That's the 3rd out. 1 left for Minnesota. They're down 2-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Brandon Marsh. And that one fouled off. Smoked on the ground a second. On to France. Leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd.
Now batting, designated hitter Kyle Schwarber.
So the batting order turns over. Kyle Schwarber stands in for the Phillies. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. And that's through there for a strike. And now
1
and 2.
strikes.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. 2 outs. Base
Now
is
batting,
empty. Here's
shortstop,
Turner now.
Trey
0 for 1
Turner.
with a fly out to center. And first offering is fouled off. Slides for the stop. The throw, and that's a great play for the out. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia, but they still lead it 2-1. And we're back.
Leading
John
off
Sciambi
for
with Chris
Minnesota,
Singleton
center
and
fielder
set to lead
Byron
off the
Buxton.
4th, Byron Buxton. Fastball for a strike. 0-1.
Well, these Twins doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
0-2 with the count.
And down on strikes he goes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Well, that was a pretty poor at-bat. He just never got the bat off his shoulder. I mean, you got to go up there looking to swing at some point, especially once you're down 0-2. And at that point, make an adjustment, look to put the ball in play if it's anywhere close. And I'm just not sure what the plan was there.
So up next for Minnesota, Matt Wallner. And that is out of play.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
The Phillies leading by a run, top half of inning number 4. Oh, nice play. And they get the out.
Look at the big guy getting down and dirty, robbing what probably would have been a double if he gets by him. You love to see that because most times it's the shortstop or second baseman, but he wants to get in the mix a little bit as well.
Royce Lewis, the next Twin up to hit. First offering, and it just misses. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
1-1.
In for a strike, and the count 1-2. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Up the middle, stop. Throws to first in time, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing here for the Twins, and our score remains 2-1. Bottom of the 4th, and digging in for Philadelphia, Bryce Harper.
First baseman, Bryce Harper.
Just missed.
1-0.
Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Lopez gets the swing and the miss. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Really love the pitch sequence right there.
Now
I'm telling you
batting,
what, pitcher
the
and
right
catcher on the
fielder,
same page right now.
Castellanos.
Here's Nicholas Castellanos. Soft contact in the air. Could be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. The throw into second. Not in time. It's a double. One out, runner at second. And now it's Alec Bohm. He reached out a walk his first time. And ball 1. Castellanos over at second, 1 down. Next pitch is outside. There's a swing and a drive. And that one is gone. And they add to the lead. It's 4-1. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. In a 2-0 count, a hitter is on high alert. This is what you live for, to be in the driver's seat here. He got a pitch that he could handle, and he hit that pitch really hard. Nice home run.
Base is empty, 1 away. Now batting Max Kepler. And that's in for a strike. Two runs across in the inning. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Next offering way off the plate. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Right side. Lee. Tosses to first. Play is made, 2 out.
Now batting, the catcher, J.T. Realmuto.
Here comes Realmuto.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And down on strikes. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now a 4-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back at Citizens
Leading
Bank
off
Park
for the
at the
Twins,
plate.
first
Ty
baseman,
France.
Ty France.
Wheeler back to work. Off the mark there. And that is ball 1.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
And
No
another
touchdown.
ball.
Well, these Twins just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Fouls one off. 2-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Goes down looking.
Man, he had the stanky leg on that one right there. That curveball just locked him up.
Now it's the second baseman, Brooks Lee. 0 for 1 so far.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Just
Nope.
missed.
One ball,
Well,
one
I think the
strike.
key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
And that's in the
2
dirt.
balls,
And it's
2 strikes.
2-2. The other way, and it stays fair. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in. Not going to get him. He's in there.
He was all
Now
over that
batting,
one. That was a thing
catcher,
of beauty. He may have been
Ryan
a little
Jeffers.
behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
Ryan Jeffers, the next Twin up to hit. Struck out looking at his first at bat.
Off the
Just
plate, ball
missed.
1.
Next offering is in for a strike. Can't glove it cleanly. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single. The flip to the pitcher covering. Quick recovery from the
Now batting,
misplay. Pays off for the
designated
out.
hitter, Willie Castro.
Back to the top of the lineup. Now a chance for Willie Castro. He's 0 for 1. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And makes the grab. And that is that. One hit, one left. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Phillies 4 and the Twins 1. Bottom of the inning, and now for the Phillies, Bryson Stott. Low, but in for a strike, and that was the sweeper. Minnesota's bullpen with some action. Michael Tonkin warming up for manager Rocco Baldelli. Alcala, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. That one's in there, and that's strike 2.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Got him. One away on the strikeout.
Well, I don't think there's
Now
a hitter
batting,
alive that
center
hasn't at some
fielder,
point succumbed to that
Brandon
pitch right
Marsh.
there. It just looks like it's in the zone the entire way, and then the top spin and gravity take over in the blink of an eye, and it's just such a tough pitch to lay off of.
Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Marsh, 27 years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2016. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Base is empty, one away. Last half of inning number 5. Up the middle. Lee fires to first on the run. It's there, and that's a great play.
Impressive backhand stop, but he had a little trouble getting rid of it and had to take that extra step, which could have cost him. But good job to make sure he got a good handle on it, and he got off a good, strong throw to still get the out.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. There's a strike. Two down, nobody on. This one smashed down the right field line. And foul ball.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
In the dirt. It's a ball and 2 strikes. On the inside corner for called strike 3. So they make short work of them there. We're through 5. It's the Phillies 4 and the Twins 1. Back here in Philadelphia. Now Correa up to hit.
Shortstop Carlos Correa.
That one close, ruled a ball. Ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
Fastball for a strike. The 1-1 is fouled off. On the ground to the left, and it goes just foul. The 1-2. The shortstop takes the ball.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Makes the catch for the out. And there's one away.
Now batting, left fielder Trevor Larnach.
And next for Minnesota, Trevor Larnach has grounded out a couple of times. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him. Gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at-bat?
There's a strike.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Way
1 ball,
inside.
2 strikes. Nope, that's a ball.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Now batting, the center fielder Brian Buxton.
Here's Byron Buxton. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
That one a little bit high, and that's ball 2.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. Been painting the corners, working on the edges, and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
That one finds the zone. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fastball is outside. Got him. Ricky Holiday with the call.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Check swing of the first pitch. Look down to third. And he went, says Dave Lawrence. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Baseman, Royce Lewis.
Here's the third baseman, Royce Lewis. 1 for 2. First pitch, and he just misses.
Well, just about to hit that century mark. 100 pitches for this game. Man, he's close as he's trying to get through 6 full innings right now. He's about to throw his 100th pitch. I'd be surprised if this isn't it for him.
That one's in there. That's strike 1.
1-1.
2 on, 2 outs. Fouled off down the right side. Ripped to short. They get the force, and that will end the inning. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. 2-3-4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Phillies 4 and the Twins 1. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Michael Tunkin. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Here's Trey Turner.
Leading off for the
in this
Phillies,
one.
shortstop Trey Turner.
First pitch just misses. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Danny Coulombe, the left-hander, up and throwing. Falling behind 2-1.
We got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Correa over to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Now batting, the first baseman, Bryce Harper.
Bryce Harper up now. I think one of my favorite moments from his 2024 season was his soccer-style celebration after he hit a home run in London.
Is that when we went with the knee slide?
Exactly, and really into it, too. He yelled, "I love soccer," over and over While going through the high five line of the dugout.
When in Rome, as they say.
1-0.
Or London. One down, base is empty. Right through there for a strike.
1-1.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Nabs it, and there are 2 outs.
Now batting, the right fielder, Nick
Castellanos at the plate now.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Swing and a miss as he was late.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Let's go, Phillies.
2 outs.
That's a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. Phillies go down quietly in the inning as they hold on to a 4-1 lead.
Now pitching.
Welcome
for the
back.
Phillies.
We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound.
50.
Orion Kerkering.
Orion Kerkering.
So digging in,
Leading
Ty
off for
France.
Minnesota, first baseman Ty France.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
Now one miss. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Here's the second baseman, Brooks Lee. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. And that one lifted in the air, center field. Marsh moves under it. He's got it. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, catcher Ryan Jeffers.
And now the catcher comes up to him. Ryan Jeffers. That's in there, and that is strike 1. Movement in the bullpen. Jose Alvarado, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. Strom warming up as well. Next offering is in for a strike. And that's downstairs and outside. Ground ball left side. Whips it across. That ends the frame. 3 up, 3 down for him there. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Phillies 4 and the Twins 1. Bottom of the 7th. Down the third baseman, Alec Bohm.
Third baseman, Alec Bohm.
And there's a ball. Next offering upstairs. Just missed.
Ball 3. 3-0.
And there's the automatic. Check swing, called strike.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
Got him swinging.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
Now the left fielder, Max Kepler, and he's already left his mark on this game.
He certainly has, Boog. A 2-run shot in the second inning, and that made an early impact on this game in a big way.
And that's downstairs. Ball 1.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. And that is in for a strike. And now it's even 1-1. Next offering is fouled back. One, 2 now. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Let's see it, Philadelphia.
1 down, base is empty. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Up next for the Phillies,
JT Realmuto steps in.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
Just missed.
What's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And there's a foul ball. Next offering misses. It's 2-2.
Tough take right there. He swings at that more often than not.
Swings through it for the K. And he strikes out the side for the second time today. Down quickly go the Phillies, but they lead it 4-1. Ready to begin the 8th. Now it's the DH, Willie Castro.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in. There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. Marsh makes the grab, 1 down.
Up next for the
And
Twins,
here comes Carlos Correa. 0 for 3 in this one. Kerkering, 23 years old, and he was a 5th round pick. in 2022. Ripped, but it curls foul.
It's so hard to slow yourself down when you see that juicy breaking ball, but the most success happens when you try to take that right back up the middle approach.
Foul ball. The Twins trailing by 3, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Turner makes the play, and there's 2 away.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch.
For
We
the
all know
Twins,
those can be a little tricky,
Trevor
especially
Ryan.
if the wind's swirling around out there.
2 down, bases empty. Trevor Larnach, the next Twin up to hit. Bounce to the right side. Stop. Gets it to first. And that is that. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Phillies 4 and the Twins 1.
Now pitching for
Danny
Minnesota,
Coulombe takes over on the
number
mound.
54.
And they felt it was time to bring on a
Danny
left-handed
Coulombe.
reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Bryson Stott
Leading
stands in
off
for the Phillies.
Phillies.
We talk
Second
about guys with
baseman,
good speed,
Bryson
and definitely
Stott.
he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the
Ball, that's out.
defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive, because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit, or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
The 1-2.
Ball 2. 2-2 the count. Let's go Phillies!
In the air, left field, down the line,
That
and
ball's
that
foul.
will drop foul. Lined, and that's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes.
center
Showed a
fielder,
willingness to drive that pitch the
Brandon
opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Marsh in the box again, takes a
0-1.
strike.
Ball.
Some movement in the Twins bullpen. Brock Stewart getting ready to go.
Come now, here we go. 2 balls, 1 strike. Go back to Minnesota.
Late swing, foul to the left. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Over to first. 1 gone to the bottom of the 8th.
Now batting, designated hitter Kyle Schwarber.
Here comes Schwartz to the plate. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out.
Come on, Bill.
And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the third straight at bat.
Third time he struck out in this one,
Now
and
batting,
definitely an
shortstop,
individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Turner stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Stop at second with 2 down. That one fouled off. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one misses, and it's 2-2. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning.
Now pitching for
Back
the
now,
Phillies.
and on the mound, a closer,
68.
Jordan Romano.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and
Leading
we see a
off
pretty
for the
high
Twins,
turnover rate
center
because of it.
fielder,
Every
Brian
outing
Buxton.
seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Buxton leading things off and takes a strike.
0-1's the count.
That's in there. That is strike 2.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Hard hit left side. Sends it across to first. That takes care of Buxton.
That play won't be trending on social media later
Now batting,
on, but
right
it's still
fielder,
important to
Matt
execute it to
Wallner.
perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
He's 2 outs away. And now for the Twins, Matt Wallner. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Romano, multi-time All-Star. He features a slider, a 4-seamer, and he works in a 2-seamer. That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
Now pitching for
Matt
the
Strom,
Phillies.
ready or not,
Number
in the
25.
game now after the injury.
Matt Strom.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Base is empty, 1 away here in the top of the 9th. Swing and a miss. Down to the last out for the Twins. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the
Now
effort
batting,
from their
third
starter.
baseman,
Yeah, we've seen
Royce
some
Lewis.
pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
Lewis in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. Some bullpen action for Philadelphia. Jose Alvarado up and throwing. Right through there for a strike. The Twins down to their final strike. Battling here as he fouls it away. Two down, nobody on. Got him, and that's the ball game.
This was by no means an offensive outburst. Only 4 hits the entire game, but good teams find a way to win, and they did.
4-1 the final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long